Um, Talking about my first boyfriend, I was really into church when I was in high school, and we did have sex inside of the church a few times.
And you were into church.
Yeah.
No, girl,
But
you're
okay, here's the thing. In my head, I was like, if we're gonna do something that's sinful, like I wanted to be in front of God because this is a man I want to marry. I was
in front of
fucking
God.
crazy. I fucking insane, dude. I was actually fucking crazy. Like I was just like, this is a man for me. I know we can't get married yet, but like, anywho, cheers to
Cheers
Jason.
to Jason. Cheers to Jason. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Kill Myself episode 5, special Friday edition. As unfortunately, here at the To Kill Myself compound, the power went out on Monday, and I didn't have it till like Wednesday, I think, something like that.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit longer since we've last caught up, but here we are on a special Friday to drink some alcohol and
Yeah,
talk some stuff.
we're finally doing it. We're
Hard
doing the
liquor.
clear liquor.
Yeah.
Okay. For starters, my psoriasis was really bad this week because I drank so much last weekend. So I have to wear a cap because I can't show you guys my forehead. Um, so I also don't have tequila. I only have a handle of Tito's. So
Happens.
do forgive me. Do forgive me. I am underprepared. Um, what are you drinking, Leo?
So a little background on the Tequila Sunrise. So
Oh, okay, okay.
about a year ago, to the date actually, I went to Mexico, and it was a resort, all you can eat, all you can drink, like, all that stuff. And I wasn't vibing with any drink at all. And then I had a Tequila Sunrise, and I was like, this is my shit.
God damn.
So
Tequila sunrises are actually like top tier.
they're so fire. And then um that was the day where I fumbled the bag with Crystal. I had
She
like
was pretty.
I had like I want to say 8 tequila sunrises at the pool and multiple shots, like,
Mm-hmm.
because it was just, we can have as much as we want as long as we don't die. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
shocked I did not die that day, but that's why I love the tequila sunrise.
Tequila sunrises have never done me dirty.
Literally.
Not that I can think of. What always does me dirty is green tea shots with vodka.
Yeah.
Dude, that should actually uh
I went out
chills.
I went out like 2 weeks ago with some friends, and they ordered like 4 rounds of green tea shots, and I was like, I'm not about to have that cuz I'm going to get fucked up. So I just had some Mexican candy shots, and yeah, one
Oh
of
my
them
god, hell no.
yeah, went there like 8 times to get those, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna die. And thankfully he didn't.
Dude, I went out. Okay, a little weekend recap,
Mm-hmm.
which we'll get a little bit into later. I got drunk on Friday for free. For fucking free.
$3.99.
Yeah. And but I got home and the next day I had to throw up so bad because I had so many green tea shots and it actually like hurt my system because I hadn't drank like that in a while, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was hurting. But yeah,
was it
let's
was it
huh?
more it was more than the fabled night that we don't talk about, right?
I didn't get that fucked up, but like dude, the hangover from this Friday was worse than the hangover I had from that night. Like
That's
I was
crazy.
struggling all day.
And didn't you host like a party that day?
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get to the weekend recap.
Yeah,
What did you
just
do
real
this
quick.
weekend? Well, this past week, because
Oh yeah, a little
it's
over.
yeah.
Um, Basically, what did I even do last weekend? I think I did shit all, cause like, yeah, there was nothing going on for me.
Uh,
Um, yeah,
did you get your Wi-Fi figured out? Like, what happened?
So that was Monday. There was like a crazy ass like everyone saw the Hurricane Ian shit. This is
Uh-huh.
like a fourth of that. Like I swear, like that scale. The winds were crazy. The rain was crazy. Everything was just like going down, and it was for like 2 hours, but it still like caused so much havoc around the city.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what exactly it was, but probably like one of the internet lines like went down, and then they fixed it at some point, but our like router like jumbled itself because I think the power was
Shit.
out for like a little bit. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, um, we didn't have Wi-Fi for like 2 days, and it was awful. But once we got back, it was pretty fine.
Mm. Speaking of Wi-Fi, finally got my AT&T fiber
Fuck.
after a month and a half of fucking waiting for them to like do the work order to get it
Yeah,
installed. It took them 6 hours. It was
six
only supposed to take
hours.
them like 2 hours max, so it took them 6 hours. I was like in shock, but finally got that installed. So first official stream soon.
Breaking the news here. First
Yeah.
official
First
Emmy stream.
official announcement of the first official MOE stream.
Yeah.
Because I've done stuff in the past, but we won't talk about
Was it under another
that.
name?
Um, we won't get into the
Yeah,
details
yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anywho, so this weekend, okay, so my
Mm.
weekdays are usually fucking boring because I do two things. I go to work and then I knock out for 18 hours straight, which is so
Yeah.
unhealthy, but practically this weekend, it was Friday night. We were playing Friday night, yeah, because we were playing Pummel Party with Sarah's server, correct?
That was Friday. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So I didn't have plans, so I was like, okay, Pummel Party, like I'm gonna get fucked up, like just like chilling here. My friend Chelsea, I met her my freshman year of college, sophomore year of college. Yeah, after I broke up with one of my exes, um, and we were like in the same friend group, and it was like chill or whatever. I didn't speak to her like after that semester,
Yeah.
for a really long time, and then I was at work one day, and I eat like after my shift with my coworkers sometimes,
Oh, okay.
and so I was eating with my coworker Ben, and I was like, "Wait, the fuck is that Chelsea?" And so
Oh.
it was Chelsea, and since then, like I don't know, um, just like been hanging out a lot more, just catching up. But so she hits me up and she's like, "Hey, you wanna go out?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, where we going?" Like I haven't been out since uh I don't know. I hadn't been out in a while till like 6. I think since we went out to
Yeah.
6. But we went to Rainy Street. Her friends got money. Like they got money.
Oh.
And so I bought like the first round for me and Chelsea
Yeah.
until like we like met up with everybody. I got fucked up. We made it back to like the apartment of one of the girls. Her name's Petty or Quan. It was Quan's apartment. And dude, I was like seeing stars. I
Hell
didn't,
yeah.
but like I was like, okay, I gotta go home. I gotta fucking go home, dude.
Oh.
And so I put my ass into an Uber. I got home and I don't remember getting into bed.
Oh yeah.
Woke up the next day. I was so fucking hungover for the majority of the day that I just laid down and I was just on my side, like shaking.
Ah.
And then we were hosting a birthday party for two of our friends, Em and Alex. And then SNL, Siggy, and Derp all came down, had some drinks, some jello shots, really good time. Pretty sure one of the blunts was laced, but we
Oh.
won't get into the details about that because we're really not sure. And so I don't know. It was a fun night, but there was this one girl that blacked out like an hour into the party and
Yeah.
ruined the fun for a few people because they were just babysitting her the whole time.
Ugh.
So that was kind of shitty. Like, I at least wait until it's time to go home.
Be at that point, yeah.
Yeah. Like, even then, like, I never purposefully get that drunk. Like, she was out on the couch, and they ended up moving her to my bed. And then they were like, "We know you got work in the morning. Is there a better place to put her? Put her upstairs." Like, it was so fucked. Um, and then I went to work the next day, and I was even more hungover. And you know what I did? I showed up, I opened the store, and I went to the restroom and made myself throw up. Cause I Felt like shit. I felt so fucking gross.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah, like,
That's
I can't be doing that shit anymore. I'm too old.
like, and you did that same thing when we went out to six too, because you had drank. Was
Yeah.
it the night before? Yeah,
Okay,
like,
so we had drank on the Friday at my house.
oh yeah,
I
but
didn't get fucked up
that's
though.
right. Yeah,
I
yeah,
got tipsy and that was about it because I was hosting, and so I don't like get fucked up if I'm hosting.
yeah.
But then on that Saturday, I got really fucked up,
Yeah,
and so then I had a interview for a medical school and work the following morning. It was
yeah.
so fucked. But yeah, I don't know. It was a fun fucking weekend for me though. I was chilling. I was having so much fun. Um, yeah. I think that's where I take my first shot
Yeah.
because cheers to
Cheers
those
to.
weekends.
Oh yeah, many a time.
Ugh. Oh my god, this shit is.
You smelled it.
Yeah.
Shout out to The Rock, Dwayne Johnson for Terramana Tequila.
Shout out to Tito for Tito's vodka.
Yep.
Okay, my lipstick didn't stay that cool. Also, sorry about my lighting today, because I'm dumb and I don't want to talk about it. But here's my
Happens.
shot. I did a half shot because I haven't ate all day, and
No,
so I'm
yeah,
eating while
I'm
we're
kind of
doing this.
scared.
So I'll up it in a bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
cheers.
Cheers. Pretty nice. I like that. Tequila,
Okay.
that's what I like
Okay.
drinking now. When I drink,
Tequila.
give me
Mm-hmm.
some tequila shots and I'll be good.
No, dude. I'm about to pop open some Oreos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
House. Ugh. Okay, I'm fine. I'm chilling.
I can't do straight vodka anymore. After college, it's not for
Dude,
me.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about that first. Like, alcohol types. I feel like we haven't had like a chance. Like, we're a drinking podcast. We should have talked about this the first episode.
Yeah,
But
literally.
clear liquor versus dark liquor. Take your pick.
Like I don't I don't even drink dark liquor, I'm pretty sure.
Uh
Like
huh.
what's considered dark? Like whiskey,
Mm,
bourbon,
yeah.
um that kind of shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I literally don't drink any like whiskey. I will throw up almost every time.
What?
Unless it's like Crown cuz Crown's like more flavored, but like
Yeah.
Jameson, can't do Jameson. I can't even
Love
do
Jameson.
I can't do Jameson. Like, um, I did this thing I called shot ones, where it's basically hot ones with shots,
Oh,
and bad idea. Like, I got fucked up. It was 30-minute interview. It took 6 shots, and I got fucked up. But Jameson was the last one, and I almost threw up. It was over.
dude. Oh, fuck no.
I
Like,
want I want to do it again though. It's fun.
that sounds like. Okay, write it down. Write it down.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But I I think it just depends on like what we're doing. Cause like if I'm being home and like I'm chilling and everybody's just hanging out, nobody's trying to get drunk. Like I'll pull out a glass of whiskey and put that shit on
yeah.
ice and
Ice.
just sip on that. I feel like it's an acquired taste though.
Yeah,
But like if I could, I would do that. But for parties, I have to go with like vodka and tequila.
yeah.
The one thing I cannot do is like what is it called? What is that one brand? It's a brand of like white rum. No, not
Um,
rum. Fuck.
Front rum.
No, it's a lime flavored. It's
The
hold up. Let me just look this up real
lime
quick.
flavors.
Lime
There's a lime Malibu that's crazy. There's
Malibu House
they have a lime.
Bacardi. Oh my god, Bacardi
Oh, that's
rum.
right.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh my god. The first time I got like really fucked up like ever was on that because I was like hee hee like I'm a heavyweight.
that's
I'm just
right.
gonna chug half of this liter by myself.
Yeah,
Dude. Oh, I've never felt pain like that in my life. Like I actually wanted to fucking die. It was so tough. I literally thought I was gonna die.
yeah.
Um But like, dude, seltzers are so shit. Like, everybody knows my take on seltzers. It hurts my tummy because it has so much sugar and like I don't know, that shit is not fun.
Whoa, hey, White Claw has 1 gram, and that's why I am okay
But
with
White
it.
Claw tastes like shit. I'd rather drink
It
beer.
it's just like, yeah, water.
Cause y'all know me, I'm a beer girl.
Yeah, she's a
Like,
big girl.
like my daddy didn't raise me, but like my daddy, I like beer. So I'll leave
Like
it at that.
we did do something this I totally forgot about it. Because I was thinking about this.
Oh,
Last Sunday, we celebrated my grandma's, well, Reina's. We
yeah.
don't talk about their age after 50, so it was her 50th
Hmm.
birthday, and
Yeah.
I tell you, like, we took a picture of all the cousins. There was like, I think like 24 of us, just all in the picture with grandma. It was so sick. Just everyone there. Family rolls big for sure, always.
Hmm.
And everyone was drinking beer. I think that we had Modelo, so I was like,
Ooh.
I'm not a Modelo guy, but for grandma, gotta have a Modelo with everyone.
Yeah. I love beer so much. Like, generally, if I had the choice, like if I could get really drunk on beer easily, that would be my choice to drink always.
Yeah,
But it's really hard for me to get drunk on beer.
yeah. I I've seen it throughout the years. Just all my uncles, like, they run through 24 packs, easy, and then
Mm,
it's like they're still,
yup.
fine, and then at the end of the night, that's when they get their. It's
You're
so
trying to take
funny.
him home and just like, no, dude.
Yeah, they're singing like all these crazy hits, and I'm just like, damn,
They
didn't
be
know you
fucking
guys
singing
had
La
it.
Puerta Negra by Los Tigres del Norte.
Del Norte,
Mm-mm.
yeah. That
That'd be me as
that's.
fuck.
I
Mm-mm.
need one of those nights again. It's been a while, cause
Yeah.
like the thing with me, why I can't have vodka, I threw like so many parties in college. Like,
Yeah.
you talk about like when you're at home, like a more chill environment. No, for me, like I threw parties in my apartment, and it was for the purpose of everyone getting fucked up, including me.
Hmm.
So, a lot of fun times in that place. Yeah, I call them Casa de Leo. I got a little Snapchat filter every time.
Wait,
Um,
that's actually so fucking cute.
and like I think I paid over $900 total in liquor that year. We had we had the little above the cabinet area, just bottles. I think we had like 25 bottles of like 25 handles, mind you. Because I would buy handles because I'm like, all right, price to ounce. We got to save money. We're in college, but
Yeah, we got a fucking budget.
I still spent over like $900 that year in alcohol.
Dude, I think I've probably spent like over $2,000 on alcohol, liquor, drogas, and
Yeah.
shit. Like, since like, cause I spent like 150 just past weekend. Probably gonna spend more tomorrow, like stocking up, cause we're
Oh,
having another party. But mm, I'm
we'll see. We'll see if
I'm
we have to
excited
reschedule
for
Tuesday.
like. No, I'll be fine because I was supposed to work a double on Sunday and I got that shit covered because
Holy?
yeah,
Ooh, that's because you
I'm
always work Sunday.
chilling. Yeah,
So that's good.
that's where you make tips, dude. You make fucking tips. And
I got you.
so this will be rough. This shit is expensive. But yeah, alcohol is my best friend and my biggest fucking enemy.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
I need to get fucked up like that again. I'm trying to think. So today, I bought tickets to Disneyland. So I'm going in December. It's gonna be
Did
hype,
uh
and I wanna. Have you ever had MD40 or MD
MD,
2020?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanna.
I just heard MD and I agreed, but yes, I'm
Yeah. I wanna drink um a whole bottle of that before I get into the park. So I want to like have it in my hydro flask, and then as soon as we get out the car in parking, I'm gonna chug it before we get to security, and then see how I do the whole day.
you you're gonna get yourself kicked out. You're gonna throw up on a ride or you're gonna get yourself kicked out.
I'll be fine. I'll be
I don't
fine.
know. I don't know about that.
Cause the same day I did that shot ones thing,
Uh-huh.
They got me a bottle of that, and what's a song? Fuck it up if it's your birthday, bitch.
Wait,
Two
look
times
it
from
up.
up. That
Yeah.
song. They were playing
Hmm.
that, and they gave me one of those bottles, and I like chugged like half that shit, and I was already wasted. So it was pretty fun.
Hell no. You could not pay me enough to have to like experience that. Not gonna lie, I could not.
I just want to get drunk at. Well, I mean, it's gonna be at California Adventure, not Disneyland. So not as many kids.
Okay, more appropriate.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Because I was gonna say,
Not in front of the Ninos. Yeah.
have you watched Dahmer yet?
Literally, all I've seen is some of the stuff you watched in the Discord. You guys had it on, and then I hear about it all the time. Like everyone talks about it.
What? I didn't watch it in the Discord. I watched it with Megan Jaden.
You guys watched it in the Discord.
Did we?
Yeah,
Okay, we watched one episode. We watched one episode.
I watched some of that, and I was like, this is crazy because yeah, they're like making this person a human, and it's like, well, some parts of it, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of inaccurate. Like,
I'm sure.
I'm not gonna say that like I'm a connoisseur in like serial killers. That's weird. But I did watch a documentary on Dahmer before I like watched the show because I was like, I want to like see because like I like to see.
Yeah.
And it was kind of inaccurate at times, like the way that spoiler alert, which is not a spoiler because everybody knows he got killed in prison.
Yeah.
Um, that was inaccurate in the show. Like they mixed up like certain characters. Also, I don't know. That's just kind of fucked. But there's like this one scene where he gets too drunk and exposes himself in public.
Mhm.
And I was like, and it was at a carnival, and I was like, do not be that guy.
Oh, never.
Do not be that guy.
I'm like never close to that guy, thankfully.
Yeah.
So
Gotta be careful.
I'm like, I'm very unproblematic. I feel like, what do I do? I don't
When you're
even know.
drunk, you
Yeah,
just
like,
vibe, honestly.
yeah, like, I feel like I'm fine, but yeah, I feel like I don't even want to fight. I don't want to. Sometimes I'll like to have like too much fun, which can mean me getting hurt by like jumping off somewhere that I shouldn't or something. But besides that, yeah, I feel like I'd be fine. But yeah, definitely definitely
I
not gonna get
definitely,
wasted.
I definitely like to climb on shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get hurt. I would get so hurt. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I like to be
Oh,
on high elevated surfaces when I'm drunk.
you're like, cause there's a show there of Spider-Man where like, I forget it. I don't think it's a real person. I think they tried it as a real person, but he legit does Spider-Man shit, does flips and shit, and I feel like you would try to climb up and be like, "I'm
Yeah,
Spider-Man, bitch."
I'm the real Spider-Man bitch. Like,
Yeah,
I would. I'd be the fucking one.
yeah, you
I
would.
don't know. But, alright. So, I think it's time to get into the juicy part of today's episode.
Ooh.
So my idea
Yes.
was to take a shot after every review, but we're not doing all of them.
Oh yeah, of
I chose
course.
I chose one from each year
Oh okay.
to okay, so in total it'll only be 7 shots.
Okay.
So I saved us the pain. So for our what is it called? Our Spotify YouTube listeners,
Yeah.
um we will be taking 7 shots for each one of this thing that I'll be reading. So
Yes. Oh,
I feel like I'm humiliating myself by doing this on the internet, but
I
honestly, it's for the content, baby. It's for the fucking content.
I mean, are you humiliating yourself or did they
No.
humiliate you by, you know, being that bad or whatever?
Yeah, because honestly, like, there's some shit in there that's like kind of crazy. So practically, and nobody told my parents,
No.
I since I lost my V card, since it's the first time I had sex, I have been keeping track of all of them on a Excel sheet. And so I have wrote down the date. I wrote down a small review, a 5 out of 10. I'm not 5 out of 10, a
Oh,
0 out of 10 scale, and some other details that I probably won't be discussing
yeah.
because gotta keep it at least a little bit like PG-13,
I know what you're talking to. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a content warning from now on.
Yeah.
We will be discussing adult stuff like sex and other stuff relating to that. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry in advance, but at the same time, I'm not fucking sorry. Because there's one thing, like, yeah, all the men that I pull hurt me emotionally,
Yeah.
but every man that I pull is because I can pull.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you get me?
Exactly.
And so, like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say that like I got game, but I definitely got game for like you
Yeah,
know that
exactly.
thing.
Yep.
Anyhow, so let's start off with my first boyfriend, which was the guy that I
Ooh.
lost my virginity to in 2017. I
Hmm.
was in high school, and I won't give out his name just because I'd feel kind of embarrassed
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know. I still have him on some social media. He's really sweet.
Oh.
Um, so but I'm so sorry to him in advance, but this was at a party and we were both drinking and it was late at night. I snuck
Ooh.
out and like, oh fuck.
Ooh.
Anyhow.
Don't listen,
So
mom.
I did rank him a 10 out of the time because he was my first, so I didn't know anything. But after, like, review and after the years, I've moved him down to a 7,
Okay.
which is above average.
Respectable. Hey, first
Above
time?
average, yeah. I won't be giving out the details of sizes or anything
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because that we were children
It's
back
for the
then.
Patreon.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
16,
and that
so
too.
I'm not giving out those details. But for his review, I wrote down, I think my standards are just low, but he was really sweet and gentle, making sure not to hurt me, which I appreciate a lot. And then I went into some details that I can't really disclose because, once again, we were children.
Yeah.
Um, my ex, he was my first boyfriend, and he was 5'10. He was a year older than me, and he was really sweet and caring. And we, I don't know, I felt like he was really like my first love, the first time that I ever felt like that emotion, at least, where I was like actually like, oh my god, I think I actually love him. I thought that I was gonna marry him because
Always.
my parents met when my mom was in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean they've been together ever since. And so I don't know. He was so sweet. Like he was so gentle and like calm and like throughout the whole time just asking me like, is this okay?
Yeah.
Like is this fine? He was at the time also a virgin,
Okay. I was gonna ask
and
that.
so
Yeah.
it was super like emotional and like I don't know. I think back to it and it's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that was a good way to give it up.
that time's always a special time for
Yeah.
everyone.
And so right now I'm gonna pour a shot out for him. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think he'll ever watch this, and I hope he never does.
Yeah. Hey,
But
uh a pastime 10 turned a
yeah.
7. That's really good because
No,
I'm
that's
sure we're
really
gonna get.
good because dude, I have some twos in
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Some of these guys are gonna get called out, but it's also
Thank
my
God.
bad. So cheers to
To
him.
him. Yeah, him. Damn. Pour a
I
big
am
one
such
there.
a pussy, dude. I
No, I.
cannot take shots today. My body is recovering.
Yeah, that's what I was like
I'm
wondering.
hurting.
Yeah.
I'm hurting so bad.
Um.
Anyhow,
Actually, real quick aside.
yeah, of
Tell
course.
tell my little thing.
Yeah.
Someone in chat was talking about Disneyland. I was supposed to
Mm.
lose my virginity at Disneyland. It was gonna happen. So real quick story. It was junior year. I had just gotten together with a new girlfriend, and we were both going on this Disney arts trip about like a month and a half after we had gotten together. And one day she would like call me on the phone, and she's like, do you want to lose it at Disneyland? And I was playing dumb. I was like, lose what? Huh? And then she was
Huh?
like,
Like, what are you talking about?
and she was like, yeah, like do that. And I was like, yeah, of course. So, um, we get there, and I think she tells me she's like, yeah, I like just started like a day ago. Like it's not gonna happen. And I was like, okay, God, like
That's unfortunate.
I guess it really isn't the happiest place on earth. Unfortunate. And
I mean,
so
if you deem like that act like as a form of happiness, I don't know.
no, I was just kidding.
Okay.
I was totally fine with it, and then it was still a good time. Of
Okay,
course,
okay.
we it was like the last ride of the day for us. We did It's a Small World, and then we were gonna run back and then go make out and shit because it was like, well, we got
Hmm.
time. And then the people she was rooming with, they were right behind us on the ride, and they were like trying to like walk back together, and we sprinted. We sprinted away from them after the ride was over, and we just went back and hung out in her room, did some stuff, and then
Holy shit.
fun time. But yeah, I think like a month later, it's when we did it. Like you said, it's like such a good time that first time. Um, yeah,
It
always
feels
remember
like,
that stuff.
I don't know if this is like a good way to describe it, but the first time is almost like euphoric. Like, it's not even the fact that you're doing it, it's the fact that like you feel like so comfortable with somebody.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
guess it comes down to like the circumstance. But like when you're dating that person, like it just feels so romantic and
Oh
like
yeah,
I felt so cared for and I don't know. Like when we broke up, like we talked about it and I was just like thank you cuz I felt so like taken care of and it's so hard
oh
to feel that way cuz I don't know if it's like just a girl thing, but just for some affection sometimes you have to give up like you have to give up so much of yourself for just like a kiss sometimes. So like that was like the first time I felt like I didn't have to give up so much
yeah,
and like getting something I don't know. But anywho,
yeah. Sweet.
moving on. That was in 2017. I was
Yeah.
16. 2018. Oh, he was the only guy that I had sex with
Until
in 2017 until 2018 after we broke up.
gotcha.
Um I eventually did get back with him, but
Classic.
um, I ended up having, and I'm gonna start name dropping now, but I ended up
Yeah.
having sex with this guy named Juan.
Always.
Um, and I gave him a ranking of a 5, and I I can't read this verbatim because I was still underage,
Yeah.
but practically I was still not super experienced, and neither was he. Like I could tell, but I had a lot more experience because I had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I think that's the first girl that he had ever had sex with. I'm not gonna lie, but like the experience was like really shitty because it happened really fast, and that's why I'm thinking that he was like a virgin because
Mm-hmm.
there's no, like, of the foreplay stuff, like, I just had standards at that point
Uh-huh.
because I had a boyfriend and I'd
Yeah.
had that intimacy already. But so I give this guy a ranking of 5. I can't give out any other details. Um, he was really sweet though. He was on a
Yeah.
soccer team.
Ooh,
A lot of people know that I did drill team, I did
that's
almost
right.
every sport, like, I did, like, a bunch of different stuff, and so he was really, really sweet. Um, I don't know. I it was, like, more so a one-time thing with him because I just, like, didn't feel comfortable, which was, like, really hard. Hold up, my forehead is really itchy from my psoriasis. I'm trying not to, like, freak out about it.
All good, all good.
Okay, anyhow, I'm chilling. Um, I don't know, he was really sweet, but I, like, don't remember much about it, but I can't read the details
Yeah.
because it's just kinda gross.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Happens.
And so, yeah, he was sweet, kind of. I don't know. He's just not experienced enough.
Yeah, he wasn't the one.
So, like, I can't judge him for that because, like, I can't really expect somebody at that age to be, like, super experienced. I just had
Exactly.
previously had a boyfriend, so it's like whatever. Um, but yeah. So this is where I take a shot for him.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Oh, my camera's unfocused. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so we're on shot number 3 of this stream.
Oh, this episode, yeah.
Oh,
God. Why do you smell it? You have to go. You just have to
oh,
do it. You can't
I
think
can't.
about it. Yeah.
I can't. Cheers.
Cheers to one.
Oh fuck.
I'm already spilling. Oh no. It's all good.
Oh my god, Diosito Santo. Okay, I'm
Cheers,
fine.
Santo. Yep.
Um, yeah, I'm okay. I should have fucking ate today, dude.
Yeah, you were crazy for that one. Anyway,
Okay, I'm fine.
yeah. I feel like so for me,
Mm-hmm.
so I've only had it with done it with that person, that one person. We dated from like 2016 to 2018,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I feel like I have to date someone to to do that. For me, at least, I'm like that kind of mindset. I feel like
Yeah.
as I grow older, I feel like that mindset's like, oh, it's whatever. You hook up, it's fine. It's just part of life. It's not a big deal. And yeah, I, COVID happened, and I didn't go out like at all during COVID, so I did not meet like anyone really. I met like one person at work, but they were moving to another city, so it was like wasn't gonna work out.
Oh.
It's okay because she was Republican, so
Oh, okay, yeah. Fuck
yeah,
that
yeah,
bitch. Not
yeah.
like literally like fuck that bitch, but like theoretically speaking, like fuck that bitch. You
Like
know what I mean?
she didn't tell me ever. Like, yeah, it was for sure a crazy time. But
Yeah.
since then, yeah, I don't know. I
You
feel
see, like,
like it's on the come up, but who knows?
so like with its own time.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I have a really bad take on sex because I feel like a lot of men are allowed to express themselves sexually and like women get punished for it,
yep,
which sometimes is just like fucked. Um, so I'm a big advocate for like women being whores. I think that like as women, if in the actually I can't even have kids, but like
yeah,
if women want to have sex, like what's the big problem? I think people should just like not really care. But I respect that people want to like save that for like that romance and stuff. But I've had sex with a lot of people that I don't really I don't know.
it's just
I can't follow that idea anymore because
yeah.
I've given it too much. But like I think everybody should be allowed to have a choice without being judged.
Oh, for
That's how I
sure,
am.
for
Cause
sure.
like that's how I used to be. I mean, 2017, 2018, I only had sex with one person each year.
Yeah.
And then we got to I went to
2019.
college.
Yup.
I went to college and I had sex with 16 different people that year.
Freshman year.
Freshman year in one semester, I got on Tinder and I was going in.
Yup.
I was going in like personally speaking, I just enjoy I enjoy like sex that isn't performative, which and practically just means that like I don't have sex just for like people to like get to that high point and then be done. I enjoy like the act of like making people feel good and
Yeah.
taken care of and the communication in between. I don't know. I just feel like if it makes me feel good and therefore makes the sex feel good.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Which is like a philosophy I've had to come to terms with because at first I was like, okay, I have to have sex with my boyfriend so that like like will care about me and like all this
Yeah.
shit. But like now like it's more so like I want to make people feel good because that's how it makes me feel good and it makes
Exactly.
the
Yep.
sex worth it. And so I had sex with 16 people. But the one that stood out, his name is Jason, another J name.
More
So
J's.
I have given this man a 10 out of a 10, and I will think of him forever. He was the first guy I had sex with when I got to college.
Yeah.
Super handsome. Like, I'm not like, I wouldn't say I have a type, but he definitely was like a little bit more like meat on his bones. He wasn't a skinny boy, kept me warm and
Okay.
like probably so the review itself literally says probably the best sex I will ever have in my entire life. No one will be able to come down to this moment and compare themselves and say that they had better sex and made me feel better than Jason ever did. Nobody can do that.
No one.
This guy? So, do you know what boyfriend dick is?
Uh, no, I can't
Okay,
recall.
so there's this thing called boyfriend dick, which is like when a guy has the perfect size. And so when you're in a relationship, like you can consistently have sex without having to take little breaks because like that shit hurts when you're too big.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so this
Oh,
guy did not have boyfriend dick. He was kind of massive. And if he did the wrong thing, it probably would have really hurt. But I averaged him at about like 6.5 inches.
hmm.
And so, oh, it was, he
He was
was,
packing,
he was backing a little bit.
packing.
And so, yeah,
Cheers to
like,
Jason.
cheers to Jason, because this guy actually like knew how to use it without hurting me. Because I that year and like I ended up having sex with like a lot bigger
Yeah.
guys and stuff, and it was so painful. And like the for like a week straight, it would hurt. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, worst feeling. Um, and so he was just he had like good sex. The only problem, like now, like I ended up catching feelings for him,
Oh.
which was like the first guy I caught feelings for when I was in college. And that's where
Ooh.
I really fucked up.
This is
So
college.
yeah, this was in college. He was bi though. And so after we stopped hooking up, we hooked up for like 2 weeks, 2, 3 weeks.
Okay.
It was like every other day. It was chill. It was good. And he had the boyfriend dick without the boyfriend part,
Yeah.
and except he wasn't boyfriend dick sized. And so I don't know. He was
Yeah.
really good, but he ended up dating a guy that I became with like the following semester. It was like, and I was like, I could never talk about this ever again. That would be so fucking embarrassing. I'm sorry, Jason, for name dropping you.
Yeah, like
Um, but like I had to do it.
yeah,
Um, yeah. So I don't know, like,
that is
oh,
wild. Yeah, for sure. Did like
like,
cuz you you had everything there in that sense, and then
yeah,
you actually do catch feelings, and then yeah, that sucks that he goes to the other side, and it's like
yeah.
it should have been me, not it could
It
have.
could have it could have worked. It could have worked if we weren't both young and just if I because I was still attached to the idea that like I have to find like my first love because like my parents married young and like they
Oh
have such
yeah,
a good
I loved that idea for so long.
oh like I was so obsessed with that idea that like the guy I had sex with was gonna love me because they were gonna love me, which isn't fucking true.
Yeah.
Which I've learned the hard way. And so I don't know. Like, it wasn't Jason's fault.
Oh
It
no.
wasn't his fault that I caught feelings. He was just like outside of the sex, like he was just really sweet, like and
That's good.
caring, and I don't know. So I don't know. Cheers to Jason
Yeah. The
for another one.
the first 10 out of 10 on what
First 10 out of 10.
was it? He was the first 10. Well, I mean, you rated the other guy
Okay,
10,
so
but
my first boyfriend, but he's actually a 7.
yeah, but he said 7.
Yeah. Um, Talking about my first boyfriend, I was really into church when I was in high school, and we did have sex inside of the church a few times.
And you were into church.
Yeah.
No, girl,
But
you're
okay, but here's the thing. In my head, I was like, if we're gonna do something that's sinful, like I want it to be in front of God because this is a man I want to marry. I was
in front of
fucking
God?
crazy. I fucking insane, dude. I was actually fucking crazy. Like I was just like, this is a man for me. I know we can't get married yet, but like, anywho, cheers to
Cheers
Jason.
to Jason. Cheers to Jason. God. Fuck Jason. Never mind. That shot. Ah, that is shot number 4. Podcast listeners. It's never a good one. 4.
Uh,
I feel like
uh,
4's the point where you still hate yourself, and then you're like, I don't want to do this, but then you keep going, and I think 5's the turnaround.
yeah. I hope so.
We hope so. We hope so.
I'm fighting for my life right now. Holy shit.
Speaking of churches, um, because we both live with our
Whoa.
because we
Yeah.
both live with our parents, of course.
I don't live with my parents. What are you talking about?
Well, like back then when we were
Okay,
kids,
back
when,
then.
when I was in high school, when I was still
Okay,
with
yeah.
this person, we would come back from events, and she would like drive because she could drive, and I didn't yet.
The church parking lot. Is this where it's going?
We can get on to guy number 5. Actually, like we can just move
No.
on.
Let's go. Let's go ahead and talk about that because we're gonna talk about it. Go ahead. I want to know the details.
So there's literally a church like a block away from my home, and I'm like, it's the nearest parking lot. No one's there ever after 6. Like, let's just go there. And that's where we would go, in the back of her little Jeep. Or this pretty big Jeep, I guess, but that's where we would go, handle business, and then yeah, a lot of good times in that church.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we're both sinful as fuck. That's
It was
crazy.
the God doesn't look in the parking lot, he's looking in the chapels.
God can't see inside.
That's
I was about
true.
to say he's looking at the fucking like the las bancas que están ahí adelante. Like I
Yeah.
was still there every Sunday doing my fucking en nombre del Padre Espíritu Santo. Like we're chilling. Like I went to confession. I told the priest I was like,
Oh, you
I'm
told
having
him?
I was like I'm having unprotected sex. I didn't tell him inside the church. Well, that is gonna be the fucking guy I was gonna marry. I was ready to fucking get pregnant and shit. Turns out I was fucking infertile. Like, God, God had his eyes. I did not leave space for him though. But he had his fucking eyes on me.
God had your back.
Yeah,
God had your
God
back.
really had my back by
That's
fucking
funny.
making me infertile.
Yeah.
Anywho, 2020, I had sex with 12 guys.
Okay, another 12. Dozen.
Yeah, we hit the dozen. Barely. There's a few honorable mentions.
Ooh.
So the guy who ended up winning is Tyler for not good reasons.
Okay.
But there was Cody, like 10 out of 10, possibly.
10.
He was really close to hitting that 10 out of 10. He was boyfriend dick size though, which is not a problem. Average is never bad. But there was like some odd shit that happened because we had sex with the lights off. And when we turned them back on, there was like markings on the wall behind me. Oh, like in like green. And I had like purple
What?
like nail polish. So I was really confused. And he was like, that wasn't like we were both like, that was not there before we hooked up. Like, what's happening? But he was really good. So he's an honorable mention.
Yeah, it's some Ghostbuster shit.
Yeah. So Kyle is an honorable mention. He was in something called like an anti-frat, which was just a fucking org that branded themselves as a frat but wasn't actually a frat.
Yeah.
But they had a good message. Like they would be like, once the water runs out, party's over, like shit like that. And so Kyle and he was much older than me. He was I think 4 years older than me, which
Okay.
was weird, a little weird
At the
because he
time,
was
yeah.
because I think I was 19, he was like 22 or 21. 22
23.
possibly, I don't remember. But he could put it down. It was just really awkward getting to that point because he didn't really know how to foreplay, and so it was weird. It was weird, like getting there.
Yeah.
But the person who won this year was not
2020?
for good reasons.
Yep.
Like I know I'm crazy. Like I'm fucking insane. Like I'm undateable as fuck.
Undateable.
But not because other people deem me undateable. It's because I have horrible communication skills. I get really scared when I actually like somebody or
Yep.
find somebody interesting. I push them away. Like I fucking suck. Like I need a guy to be like, please don't push me away for me to be like, okay, sure.
Yep.
Because otherwise, like,
Yeah.
I'll fucking run.
Yeah, you're just gone.
Yeah, like I need him to show up at my fucking workplace and be like, stop pushing me away. I'm like, okay, but I'm fucking crazy. So like, which I is valid if men don't want to talk to me because I'm crazy, because I wouldn't fucking want to either. Anywho, that's besides the point though.
Yeah.
Tyler.
T1.
Yeah. So I'll just start off with the review. Pretty sure he's gay. Couldn't look me in the eyes. Big turn off. Vanilla. Update. He's in love with me. And his mom called me. Update number 2. He's not in love with me. He's definitely gay. So I've told this story a few times before.
Yeah.
And so practically I had class with this guy. I had one of my math classes with him. And he was really sweet. Like I found him so interesting, and he was like 6'1". He was so handsome, beautiful facial structure. He wasn't like hyper masculine. I think he was like definitely on like the borderline of like being feminine to masculine. So like in the
Yeah.
androgyny scale. Um, but he is so sweet. I don't know. I I didn't like him, but I was down to hook up with him
Yeah.
because having sex with people is so much easier for me because there's no actual emotional
Yeah,
connection for me.
exactly. Yeah.
Um, and so I don't know. It was like shows up to my apartment and like the whole time he like doesn't look at me. Like I find like eye contact like super, how do I say this? Like if you
Attractive?
make eye contact with me, yeah, like I'm attracted to that shit. Like I won't be able to get up off my chair. Like I'm hard.
Yeah.
Like off eye contact with like beautiful people. I don't know. I'm a horrible human being.
No.
But I don't know. Like
This
the whole
man
time he
wouldn't.
wouldn't look at me. Like he didn't say anything. He wouldn't like make sounds. I felt really awkward the whole time. And so it was really fucked. And
Yeah.
so, whatever, it happens. Show up to class, we're chill. I told him, I'm like, hey, like, I'm not gonna act weird. Because okay, so we were doing a project together, and that's
Yeah.
how that fucking happened. I just thought I would clarify that. But practically afterwards, like we weren't awkward to each other, and then he was like, hey, I need to talk to you after class. I was like, okay, bet, like, what's up? And he was like, I think I'm in love with you. Like, I'm really sorry for, like, how it went down the first time, but I'd, like, really love to, like, hang out soon or something. And I was like, "Okay, bet." Like, shit, whatever, like,
Yeah.
some people are just weird when you do hookups because 'cause they're not used to it. It's fine. So we started hanging out a lot more, but, like, he seems so uninterested in me that
Yeah.
I love when men are uninterested in me because I have issues.
Yeah.
And so I was chilling. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm just low maintenance. Like, I don't need to be hung out with. I don't need him to text me 24/7. Prefer if he didn't.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It was kind of fucked. I really fucked up by letting him do that. But practically, he was like, I'm in love with you before we even like started dating, before we got even serious at all. We
Yeah.
hadn't even hooked up afterwards. Like, he literally just like was obsessed with the idea of being with me. And then it happened. He
Yeah.
went batshit crazy and told his mom that he was in love with me, and he was, like, crying and that I wouldn't, like, reciprocate it and, like, all this crazy ass shit. His mom, like, calls me, it's like, "I need you not to break my son's heart," like, just, like, reclaiming, like, so much shit to me that wasn't true. She's like, "I know you guys have hooked up multiple times, and, like, just sex is so important to him, so he's really
What?
heartbroken." So that happened. Following week, I didn't see him in class at all.
He ditched.
He fucking ditched, dude. And so I was like, whatever, fuck it. Like, your mom just fucking called me, tried to make me feel like humiliated for something that never happened. So I wasn't chilling with that, like, honestly. I was kind of like, what the fuck? That's I just didn't pay much mind to it. And then one day I'm scrolling on Instagram and I knew that he had his whole family like blocked on there and shit. I see him post a picture, like a romantic picture with like a guy like hugging him head on shoulder, like kissy
Mm-hmm.
face type moment. And I was like, I knew it. I knew you were gay. There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that, by the way, because
Well, yeah.
I'm in the queer umbrella. You know, I love
Yeah.
women.
Love.
Um, I love women. Sorry, anywho. Um, so it was crazy.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he really lied about it. Like I knew there was something up because he wouldn't even look at me.
That's yeah. First sign.
Yeah, like and it took him a while to like come. And it was literally from like
Oh.
this is a TMI, but it was
Spoiler.
literally from head because like he literally was not making a single sound until then.
What?
And the whole time he had his eyes closed. And so it's, like, so embarrassing. It's so
How?
embarrassing. And, like, I've, like, had suspicions before that I had sex with gay men that were just doing, like, a trial, like, am I actually gay or not?
Yeah.
It makes me feel bad.
Of
It makes me
course.
feel fucking horrible. Like,
That's
who does
fucked.
that?
Yeah.
And then you fucking tell your mom that I'm your fucking cover up? Like, that's fucked up.
Like, I think gay men should like take someone's virginity because then at least the girl doesn't know. Like, they're like, oh, well, that was just sex, you know?
Well, like, I think that you should, like, at least clarify. I think you should be real with your partner.
That
Like,
too,
even if you're
yeah.
not committed to each other, like, hey, like, I don't really know, like, if I'm gay or not. Like, I just want to, like, go into this and just give you a heads up that, like, I'm still figuring out my sexuality. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, like, shit like that. But he went out of his way to still hook up with me.
Yep.
And the crazy part is that he was telling himself that he loved me and all this shit and telling me that he loved me. Like, when he told me that he loved me, I was kinda just like,
Huh?
"Huh?"
Yeah. Who are
And
you?
so I was like, "Oh my god, my fucking lighting today's." I don't wanna talk about it,
Yeah.
but I was like, "What the fuck?" It was crazy. Like, I don't wanna say cheers to Tyler,
Tyler.
but we have to say cheers to
We have
Tyler.
to Mazel Tov. Damn it,
God.
Tyler.
Like, Tyler, you don't deserve this shot.
No, you don't. In fact,
Ugh.
this is to your boyfriend,
This
not to
is
you.
this is to Tyler's boyfriend. Cheers.
Cheers. Bit easier.
Oh
Hanging in there?
no.
Oh no.
I'm okay.
Yeah, we're okay. We're hanging in there.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fucking okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what the fuck would you do? Like, what would
In
you
what spot?
do? Like,
In
if a girl was like hooking up with you and she turned out to be a lesbian after like after telling her fucking mom that she loved you and that you ghosted her and all this other crazy ass shit that you were using her for sex and guys hooked up multiple times. Like, what would you do?
that mom part, I would be so stun locked. I'd be like, because if she was like closing like her eyes and, because I would also be like, are you good?
Yeah, like,
Like,
are you okay?
and then she would be saying yes, of course, because she's hiding the fact that she's lesbian. But I don't even like. That'd be such a hard spot because I'd be like, okay, but I'm one of those people who's like also just likes to please. So like, if she isn't doing anything, then I'm like, well, then what am I doing here? You know, like I'm just, we don't have to do this. And then she'd be like, no, do it. And then I'd be like, it'd be such a weird spot for sure.
Like after like I'm pretty sure. So like I never got confirmation, but I'm pretty sure his mom knows that he's gay now because she did like oh like July of 2021, I think. Sometime in the early like midsummer, um, she did text me. It's like, hey, I just want to apologize for the way that I spoke to you. Like, but she never went into detail about it. But they were like, from what I knew, like super religious. And so
Oh shit,
yeah.
that's
And
tough.
Yeah, it was super fucked up.
Like,
So
this is
I
just
don't
my
know.
Bible study partner, Ma.
Like, what's
Please.
happening? Like, please. I don't fucking know. 2020 was a year. Like, that was a fucking weird ass year.
I don't remember 2020 at all. That was the year
Well, that
COVID
was a
happened,
COVID
right?
year. That was a COVID year. Yeah.
It was a bunch
Um.
of what ifs for sure.
Yeah. A lot of this shit happened. Like before COVID hit hard. I
Di-
was hoarding out. But okay, here is my statement on this. I am like a super safe sex person. Like, I did my fucking STI like checkups. I was making sure that I didn't have anything. Like, I was protecting myself and my partners. I've been on birth control for so long because I have issues with
yeah,
my body and my hormones. So I was doing everything in my power to protect myself. Whoring and slutting yourself out is okay as long as you're protecting yourself
yeah,
and your partners.
yes. You're being smart about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Which brings me to 2021, where I slowed down a little bit. I only had sex with 5 guys that year. Um,
Okay.
Cole, Forrest, Sai, Omar, and I cannot name the last one. Um, but we're gonna talk about Sai. So
Bye.
Sai, he is another one where it was like, how could it be worse? How how can it be actually worse?
Then
So
a gay man. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I've told this story before too. Um, I give Sai a 2 out of 10 for multiple reasons. So for starters, I'm just gonna read the review and then we'll break it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so really bad kisser! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Should have left after the first bad kiss, but the sex was even
Oh,
worse. He lasted maybe like 4 minutes and a half. Was super disappointed because he was very cute. Average size, liked rhythm. Think he was trying to go to the beat of his music. Confessed we had matched on Tinder, and he recognized me, meaning that he went out of his way to bring me home without telling me until I was at his
right.
place. In quotation, very creepy.
Hmm.
After we finished, I sat on his bed watching TikToks while he tried defending XXX temptation to me. I think he was definitely a sub, but was way too scared to ask me to do things. Didn't take my suggestion seriously. He was edging himself for the first 2 minutes. Open quote, I could tell, close quote. Will most likely never be speaking to him again. Exclamation point. Maybe a version? Question mark. Okay. I have a column in my spreadsheet which says frat boy question mark and it's a check yes or no.
Oh, okay, okay.
This guy was I think like 5'7" approximately. Um so let's get into it.
Yeah,
I think as a grown adult in a frat, you should not be bad at kissing.
yeah.
Like we're all a little bit out of practice because of COVID 2021, like
That's
whatever.
a little true.
But
I feel like it's just like an innate human, like when you got it. But then like there's no way after like even after COVID had been like what, a year and a half maybe at most that point, like you gotta have that back if you're in a frat for sure.
yeah, like it's my fault for fucking with frat boys a lot, but honestly, they're the easiest fucking
Yeah, exactly.
people. Uh, I don't know. Like, you can't be a frat boy and bad at kissing and sex.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, bro. Like, look up a video, look up a YouTube tutorial,
Yeah.
and so, oh, it was so fucked, dude. It was so fucked. Like, so what happened? My friend Vivian, one of my closest friends since like freshman year of college, little like 5'1" Taiwanese girl, super sweet. I love her to death.
Yeah.
Um, she invited me out to go to this frat party that was like right across the street from my last apartment. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, like I'm fucking down. I haven't been out in a while. And so go out with her. We have a fucking fun night. I get like a bunch of guys' phone numbers, like because like they were asking. I was like, whatever, like
Yeah. First party
sure.
back or whatever.
Yeah, like it makes me feel good. And like I'm not gonna date any of you guys. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hit you up, and I'm chilling. And so I party's ending, lights are coming back on, and I'm like looking for my jacket because I couldn't find it. We were dancing on the stage, and I think I dropped it somewhere in between. Got guy comes up to me, Sai, and he's like asking me like questions, like where you from, and like just like talking to me, and it's like I don't know, like
This is new.
I was feeling him, like I was
Yeah.
feeling the energy. We're talking about music because like music's like one of those things I'm really passionate
Yeah.
about, and he was like, "It's really loud. Like the Pike House is like just down the street. Like, do you want to go and like chill?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." So I tell Vivian, I'm like, "Hey, like I'm gonna go hang out with this guy. Like, text me when you're home,
Okay.
like all that shit." And so we end up going back to the Pike House. Shows me around the house. We go up to his room. We're sitting there and we're just like talking about music and like showing each other's music. It was really chill. It was really cool. And I don't know. It seemed very sweet and innocent. And then he like started kissing me. And
Mm,
I was like, holy shit, this guy is horrible.
yeah.
He was so bad. Like I I like kept being like, okay, let's slow down. Let's slow down.
Yeah.
Cause like
He was.
he's being very like he's a very aggressive kisser. And like
Yeah.
I'm gentle.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like a super tiny person, but like if I have to be vulnerable, I feel like so much smaller. And
Mm,
like, I don't know. I was just like, ew. My I should have just left then. I should have really just fucking left.
yeah.
And I didn't. And so we ended up hooking up and he finished so quick. I think it was record time.
Ooh,
I had
PB.
never had a man go that I swear to you, it was like under 4 minutes. I was just kind of laying there like
Yeah.
it was like silence
Awful.
from me. It was horrible. And so I don't know. It was really bad. After he finished, and this will forever stick
Oh
with me.
no.
This guy was like, that was so fucking crazy. Like, I don't know what just happened there.
Not the.
You did not just say that to me.
Not the. That was crazy. I.
Yes.
How?
Like,
How do you?
that
Is
was
that?
crazy for you. Not for me.
What's that song called? Because you said he had bad rhythm. Like, was he listening to that one song that was all over
The
TikTok?
Seabat.
Was it C? Was this
No,
Seabat's
it was
cousin?
not Seabat. It was.
Imagine.
I'm trying to remember what song it was.
Oh, there
It
was
had
a
a.
song.
It had a SZA feature on it. That's all I
Uh,
remember. I can't remember what song it was, but it
a
has a SZA
SZA
feature on
feature?
it.
What
I
does
don't
she
know.
feature on?
I'll have to fucking look it up. But it
All
was
the
horrible.
stars? No, no way. It's all the stars.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
no shot. Love galore. That's all I could think of. But I don't
I
know.
can't remember.
That's
But
funny. Shout
it
out
was.
SZA. She's
Shout
probably
out
playing right.
SZA.
She's playing right now, probably at ACL. Like literally right
Oh,
now.
I love SZA.
Yeah, I would want to go to that probably like out of anything this
Yeah,
weekend.
I love SZA so much. Anyhow, so back to this guy. He like, he like hands me like a t-shirt. He's like, "Oh, do you want to stay the night?" And I was like, "I'm like kind of scared right now."
Yeah,
And
I
I just
would
say,
be
"Yeah."
too.
I didn't want him to feel like I was rejecting him, so I was like, "I'll stay for a little." Um, so I stay and I'm like just watching TikTok on my phone, and he's just like talking about music and shit, and like I was just fucking sitting there like this.
Zoning, yeah. Yeah. Like get the hint.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hint.
Yeah. Like I kept going, uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Oh,
Sick, sick,
sick.
sick.
Heard. Like literally just
Heard.
like not even like paying attention, and he wouldn't catch the hint. And he starts talking about Lil Peep, Suicide
Oh, that's
Boys,
right.
those kind of artists. And I was like, okay, I can talk about this. Like I know a little something about that. Then he brings up X, and I was like, isn't he like a shitty person
Yeah.
for obvious reasons? He just starts defending him, dude, like to the point of like wanting to argue with me. And I was like, no, I'm just like asking. Like, I'm just asking. This guy was like 5'7", 5'8". I could definitely beat his ass.
Yeah. Oh,
So I was like,
the
if
way
you
he
want to
sounds.
fight, like we can fight. But like I wasn't gonna get to that point
But
because
yeah,
he's
of
in a
course.
frat. So I I was just like, no, yeah, like I can see how he's misunderstood. Like, no, I can't. No fucking
Yeah,
can't.
it's fucking
Yeah.
X.
So it was so fucking cringe. And I like remember texting one of my close friends, Nicholas, and I was like, I need you to call me and say my roommate got home drunk and is throwing up and like at the point of passing out and you don't know what to do. He calls me. He's the best actor. Anytime I need this, he does it. He was like, hey, like Carla just got home. She's super fucked up. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I'm freaking out. Like, and I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, yeah. Give me a moment. I'm like out right now, but like I will be home in like 10 minutes. Like I swear to fuck, like I swear to God.
Swear to
And so
God.
I like hang up. I'm like so sorry, but like I need to go. And he was like, "Is everything okay? Like, do you want me to walk you back?" I was like, "No, like it's fine. Like I just like really need to get home. My roommate's like super fucked up. Like my friend's like freaking out. Like I just have to go. Like." And I was like, "I'll like give you my phone number. Like just like text me or anything. Like I'll let you know when I get home." Give him my phone number, which was a fucking mistake.
Yeah, give him the
I
fake.
left my shirt there. I took his shirt. Sometimes you'll see me wear it because it's a comfortable ass
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
oversized shirt.
Yeah.
And it's so embarrassing, but it's so fucking funny to wear.
Yeah, that's
Um,
I need to know that
yeah.
shirt. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I wore it to the it was the blue t-shirt I wore to the domain when you were here.
I have a faint picture. Do I have a I don't think I took any pictures of the domain, but I'm gonna try to find it because that's
I can
funny.
show it to you later. But
That's funny.
practically that happened and I fucking run my ass home. I'm not gonna like talk much about this guy, but I this is also the night that like I met like my ex-boyfriend, which like
Yeah, that.
it was so fucked. Fuck that
Yeah,
guy. Fuck that guy. I
exactly,
fucking hate that guy.
exactly.
Anywho, um, but yeah. So Sai, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
You sucked at kissing. You didn't even try to like do anything
Breezy?
with me.
Mm.
You defended X. You lasted like 4 minutes. You were edging yourself the whole time for those 4 minutes, so I knew you were struggling. I hope I never fucking see you again, because I will laugh. Like I will laugh at your fucking face. And
This
for that, I say cheers to Sai.
cheers to Sai. This guy would do well in like Idaho, but get the fuck out of Austin.
Idaho? Why
Yeah,
Idaho?
I don't know. I'm sure in Idaho, like, there's only like 6,000 people there or whatever. Like, I'm sure they need new talent.
Fuck, I just dropped the cap to my vodka bottle. Lame.
I know how that be.
Idaho? Bro, Idaho is not even fucking real.
Exactly. That's
We need to
very.
have a okay, we're doing conspiracy theory
Oh,
soon.
conspiracy.
Write that shit down, cuz.
I got it. Conspiracy night.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I'm drunk.
I'm like, I'm not gonna say that I'm not drunk, but this shit smells horrendous right now.
You keep smelling it. That's your problem.
That is literally my problem.
Cheers to Gangnam Style by Psy. Thought it would get easier. I thought it would.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse every time.
Literally.
Ugh.
Ow. Ah. Where are we at? We're at 2021. We're
Yeah.
almost there.
Oh, fuck my life. 2022.
Thank
Fuck.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. 2022. Okay. I only had sex with 4 guys this year. So far.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. I've been depressed. It's hard to get my dick wet. I don't even have a dick, dude. But
That's so funny.
I've been taking my medications and I can't get hard.
Yeah.
Anyhow, also I've just been really down in the slumps recently.
Hey,
Like
it happens.
I
Yeah.
got sick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like so sad because like I will have actual interest in people and then I'll get sick because I'm fucking chronically ill, and it'll like I just can't. I feel fucking like embarrassed. Like I can't reach out to these people anymore because I've had to cancel, and I just feel bad. But like I've met like it's happened twice this year already where like I've like wanted to like hang out with people and I get fucking sick. And like right now I
Yeah.
have psoriasis and like why I'm wearing a fucking hoodie. But like I would show you, but like right here, my fucking chest, like the top of my forehead, like my scalp, I have psoriasis and eczema. Like it's so fucking disgusting. It's on my legs, it's on my fucking body. And so like I just can't fucking see people right now.
Yeah,
But
you feel
anywho,
like that, yeah.
I feel gross. Anywho, so I've had sex with 4 people this year, and one of them was my coworker. Um, I don't regret it, but also I fucking regret this one because he was
Yeah.
so cool. He was like, he's like a guy version of me, and we both had a conversation about how we did not like performative sex, how we're
Yeah.
not in it to like like reach a climax. I don't want to say the actual word because I feel like I'm
Yeah,
a,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Anyhow, he was he worked at the restaurant that I worked at,
Mhm.
and he was really hold on, I just got a text
Does
message.
he work there still?
He does not work here still.
Okay.
So
A little bit of pause.
before, like, we worked together for like 2 months, though we never worked the same shifts
Interesting.
because I worked a lot of mornings and a lot of like weekends, and he worked like 1 or 2 shifts a week because
Gotcha.
he was heavy school schedule. And so one time we were hanging out at my coworker Lydia's, and I don't know, I got drunk, but I was like, we were having a conversation about economics. And so I was like, I can't hear you right now. Like, do you want to go sit outside and like talk about it?
Oh.
So he's like, yeah, of course. So we go sit on the balcony. My feet are like dangling off like the fifth floor balcony. And it was really cute. And he was like, I was sitting like facing the balcony with like my ankles like hanging off at one point, but he was like sitting against the balcony fence
Yeah.
looking at me with his like hand over my knees, and like he wasn't like holding my knees, but he was just like resting his arm.
Yeah.
And so we were having that conversation. Everybody started leaving and he was like, oh, I'll walk you home, like like I'm walking that direction, whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, sure. So he walks me home, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to come inside? Like, I want to finish this conversation because we were talking about socialism, and I don't know, we're getting really into the conversation, like on
Yeah.
like some like really innocent shit." So we're sitting on my couch, and I have like my legs like over his lap, and I was kind of like fucked up, so there's like a lot of missing pieces.
Yeah.
So we ended up hooking up. He stays the night. Um, Neither of us like, you know, and so it was
Oh.
fine. The following day, he's like, "Hey, like, like, I don't know if that was weird," and I was like, "No, that's fine." Like, so we talked about like performer sex. He like hung out like
Oh,
for a
wow.
little bit in the morning before heading out, and I don't know. He was really sweet,
Oh, yeah.
and that's the only time we actually hooked up. But I remember like a few weeks later, I was watching the Scary Movie series with my coworker Lydia and one of our friends, Rock. And so I invited Sean because I was like, oh, I just name dropped him. I wasn't going to. Okay, so I invited him, and he was really sweet and like, but he didn't make any moves because we were like, okay, like our coworkers could not know that we
Yeah,
hooked
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Like that'd be fucking weird if like they knew. And so, I don't know. It was like, um, it was hard because like I wanted to just like hold hands and stuff because I was like craving like
Oh.
intimacy,
Yeah, yeah.
but I knew I couldn't in front of my coworkers, and so
Wait, this had to have been after you had broken up with.
yes,
So, yeah,
yeah,
that would also
and
make
so
sense.
this was before I started talking to a man that I will
Yeah.
not bring up.
Yeah.
But so after, so they were like, okay, we're gonna head out, blah blah blah. He was like, oh, I'm gonna walk them home, and then like, I'll see you later. And I was like, yeah, catch you guys later. So he walks them home, and he makes it to there. So I was like, do you wanna hang out by any chance?
Ooh.
Like on like not even some horny shit.
No,
Like
yeah.
I just
You
wanna like
craved it.
chill. Yeah, I craved like that like intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
But we were both on the same page that we didn't want anything.
Yeah.
But I felt so like comfortable. Oh,
Ah, this man,
he was so pretty.
like that feels right, like that situation, and then it's just like you both knew that maybe this
It
isn't what
was
we want.
it was so platonic, but it was exactly what both of us wanted at the moment.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't date him personally, but it's just because like I have like a hookup slash platonic type, and then I have like an actual romantic type. Because I like guys that are like kind of like how do I explain this? I like guys who are like soft and like caring and
Yeah.
can hold like conversations and like I don't know. But my hookup type is like guys, I don't know. We'll get into that this episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Gotcha.
he was so like it was what we both wanted at the time and it worked so well. The night like that I was like, "Do you want to hang out?" He ended up coming back over and
Oh.
literally just like helped me while like I slept and like I would wake up at moments and
Oh.
he'd be like playing with my hair and he'd be like, "You're so cute," and just so innocent. And when I was like falling asleep, he like picked me up and like carried me to my bed. And he was like, "Do you want me to stay?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I know,
so,
punching.
and so I let him stay and we didn't hook up. Woke
Yeah.
up the next morning and he just like was being so sweet. And after that, he stopped working at my restaurant and before he left to go work at an internship outside of the city, I like asked him, I was like, hey, like, let's go get breakfast. I'll pay. My treat. And so we went and got breakfast and I don't know. I like regret like not making an effort to keep in touch with him.
Oh.
Not anymore because I'm obviously like over it. But he was just very like
At that
caring.
time, yeah. That was
At that
like
time, I was like, this is like what I need in my life without the commitment. And so it's really rough.
for
Um,
sure.
Even then, like I was at a really rough point recently where I was just like, I don't know. And I was talking to another guy and I was just so unhappy and unwell and there just like was I was a really rough time in my life and he reached out and like I never replied, but I
Ooh.
because I was talking to another guy and I felt like it would be disrespectful. But like I don't know, what he said to me brought so much comfort to me and I feel so bad for just
Not.
letting it die the way it fucking did.
It's do you know like if he's moved on or like well not even moved on but like
Yeah, because it wasn't even like that. But
yeah.
well, he's back in Austin and stuff, and he just never reached out again. I haven't reached out, so I'm assuming. I don't know. It's rough.
I
Like
would
for me
reach
now,
out.
like no, absolutely not. Like I'm over that part of my life. But
That part,
like
yeah.
I reminisce on like the way that I felt, like because it's not even that it's like him. It's like it's more so like how do I
That
explain
feeling?
this? That
Like
feeling of like
yeah.
comfort and care. Like it's so hard for me to allow myself to be cared by other people.
Mhm.
So when I do allow myself to like feel that way, it's like such a moment of like vulnerability. So it's like, bruh. Like I don't know when will be the next time that I allow myself to be that fucking vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like sex is so weird sometimes.
A lot of good quotes on sex. I can't think of any, but
There's got to be one out there,
Yeah.
just not in our brains right now.
Yeah. I,
But in reality, I do say cheers to him.
here's to. We'll see if I figure out the bleep button so I can bleep out his name from the Spotify and YouTube video.
Cheers. Cheers to my ex coworker.
Ex coworkers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. What are you drinking in the other cup?
Pepsi.
Just
Yeah.
okay.
I have my bottle of vodka and they have a liter of Pepsi.
That's funny.
Ugh.
God, I haven't been this drunk since Austin.
Dude, I'm hitting that wall right now.
I hate the wall.
I'm hitting the drunk wall.
Yeah,
What how many shots was that total? 8?
like 7, I think. One in the show and then 6.
Yeah. Wait, was it 6 or 2017 through 2022? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots.
Mm.
Um, yeah, sex. I love being a whore.
Shout out. Nothing wrong with it. Anyone in the
Exactly.
world think it's a problem? It's totally
It's not.
not. Not
If
at
you
all.
think that being a whore is a problem, it's because you can't fucking pull.
Hmm.
Hey, you're just mad.
Hey, I can't
Anywho,
pull, and I don't think it's a problem.
okay, but that's different. Like, that's different. Anywho, which brings us to the next segment of our podcast.
Yes.
Jam that fucking jam.
Yes.
Do you have your song? Because I am so not prepared for my song this week.
I have it. I don't know what it's called. I was listening to a familiar playlist called. Let me see what it's called actually.
I
It's
really have
called
to pee.
Get Out of Bed and Dance. And so I listened to that playlist and I stumbled upon Sun Outside My Window by Strawberry Guy.
Oh my god, yep.
And I was like, I do want to get up and dance to this song. It gives me like
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda vibes, and then I'm just fucking dancing. And then
You
that's
just feel good, dude.
yeah, that's definitely what I like about that. So, I love songs that I can just like feel a beat to and dance to.
Yeah.
I'll probably dance later
Gotta
tonight
fucking
for no reason.
just get drunk in my bedroom and fucking dance.
Yeah,
Probably feels good.
literally, the best times. What do you got?
This week I have Figure You Out by DJO. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I
Joe.
showed this, yeah. I think I showed this song to Blind, but I don't know. Like the way that he just says, I've been trying to figure you out. It's just like, oh, like makes me want to dance. It's from my playlist. What playlist this is? That's what he called me. It starts off with Kingston by Faye Webster. It's just like pretty good vibe songs. I don't know, it's chilling. It's fun. Like it's just like a good song to like close your eyes in like the dark of your room and like do the white girl dance,
Ooh,
I love white girl dancing.
white girl dancing. It's definitely a thing.
Yup. And so I don't know. That's my gem, that gem. Oh, Cito in the back.
Osito, the
Oh,
homie.
it's a homie right there.
Yeah, I think since we last talked, my mom went to Bad Bunny with my aunt, and they said it was hella good. Like, it's funny what I wore to my grandma's birthday. They're like, yeah, everyone who went to that concert dressed exactly like you. So I gotta go to a Bad Bunny concert when he's here next.
Bad Bunny.
Bad
Bro, El
Bunny,
Conejo. I love
Connect.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, for sure.
I want him. I want Bad Bunny. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
But
imagine there's a world where he's on the Excel sheet. It just
we got esports pros. We got
well, I mean,
no, that was a joke. I'm
yeah.
kidding.
Who even knows
What
esports,
even is
bro?
esport?
It's not like Austin's a
The
prominent
fuck out.
esports city. God. Anyway,
Anyhow,
Bad
So,
Bunny.
Bad Bunny. I fucking love Bad Bunny.
Hmm.
Not gonna lie, I've probably had a lot of sex with Bad Bunny before. Like, he's my shit.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
that's a good one for
I'm a
sure.
whore.
Also,
I'm two things: undateable and a whore.
so if that's your type,
On my own terms.
call one
If
800 to kill myself.
if I'm your type, I probably won't respond because I have issues and I'm insecure and I'm scared of men.
Yes,
And I'll leave it at that. Alrighty, we got it.
that was a good little drop.
We got anything else left for today?
Um, just some updates. I'm coming to Austin again. I booked my flight.
Mm-hmm.
Friday the 13th in Austin in January in Austin. I will be here.
Ooh.
So, first ever IRL AT&T Fiber to kill myself live episode. That'd be crazy.
Okay, well first.
Do you have
That's
your
a joke.
Do you have your schedule for next semester?
No, I need to do that because
It's
first
about
schedule
that
was
time.
just released. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about that time.
Yeah. So we got to figure out when the season 2, aka 2023 of To Kill Myself, might look a little bit different, but yeah, when we figure that out, we'll let everyone know. We'll also do a live episode on whatever day works, and yeah,
Yeah.
look forward to it. January, the exact dates, 12th through the 18th. I will be in Austin.
Yeah. It will be fun. And we will hopefully both be drunk.
Oh yeah, that's the plan for sure.
Any other updates we have?
Going to Disneyland. I
Disney?
bought some new shoes. I'm just spending so much money right now. It's cool though. We'll get there.
Children?
And I think that's it from me. Anything else from you?
I think I'm getting drunk. That's my update, and that's about it.
Drunk like right now?
Yeah.
I kind of want to. I feel like I'm ready to party for sure. I'm just gonna take a shot on my own.
These Valorant lobbies are not ready for me.
Yo, you play drunk Valorant?
No, I'm gonna play unrated.
No. Well, yeah, I guess. Like I played drunk Valorant unrated. I think I'm nasty. I'm fucking insane with it.
Not me. I
Tech.
downhill very fast. Downhill super fast.
You're all like, "What's my heal button, guys?"
No, like actually, because like I've been trying out holding my mouse in a different way recently.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think I'd be able to do that correctly, honestly, if I had to.
Yeah, because you'd have to
So I said,
think.
"No fuck."
I got you. Anything for
Yeah.
next week? Do we have any main ideas, or are we just?
We're gonna raw dog next week's episode.
Yeah, and I think we can do it easy.
Yeah, because I'd be talking a lot. Anywho, do you want to close it out? Or do you want me to close it out?
Close it out. Talk to him.
Alrighty. Nobody tell my mom that I've had sex with 38 men. And thank you everybody
38?
for 39. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Come on.
My bad. I gotta get my numbers right. Anywho, thank you everybody for listening to episode 5 of To Kill Myself. And to close it out, I just want to say cheers to the sheets, the Google Sheets and the bed sheets.
Yes.
Because all I know is I'm for the streets. Peace.
Yeah,
That was crazy. That was crazy. That was
that
so
was
good.
Crazy.
I'm not taking
bars.
another shot.